John and the Bear Brothers. One autumn when the leaves were falling from the trees, Patrick Bear and his brothers Guy were traveling on a bus into Brisbane City. When they got off the bus, Guy slipped and bumped into Patrick. Both of them fell onto another bear who had guitar and had long black hair.
No.
Both of them fell onto another bear who had got off just before them. He was carrying a guitar and had a long black hair. "I'm sorry, sir," said Guy. The Bear Brothers felt very embarrassed. They helped the dark-haired bear to get up. Luckily, his guitar was not damaged. "Are you hurt?" asked Patrick. "I don't think so," replied the guitarist. "Can I get you 2 cups of tea or coffee?" asked Guy. At first, the long-haired bear wasn't sure whether he wanted to talk with the strangers, but he didn't know anyone else in Brisbane, and he was glad to have someone to talk to. The long-haired bear normally walks in Sunday with a band called Sir John and the place
Sydney
Guards. He was thirsty.
Sydney with a band called Sir John and the place guard.
He was thirsty. Besides, he thought that these bears might have able to guide me to a good place to stay. "Well, okay," he said with a smile. They chose an outdoor cafe nearby. "I'm Guy, and these is my brothers Patrick and Guy," as said Guy. As they settled down at their table, "Hi, guys," responded. The other bears put the laugh as soon as "Hi, Guy," responded the other bear, but he laughed as soon as he said this because he suddenly realized that the guy was actually called Guy. Patrick and Guy wait for him to tell his name, but their guests just look at the menu. Patrick couldn't wait any longer and asked, "What's your name?" "Oh, I'm Sir John," he replied. Their brothers couldn't believe that any parents would call their baby Sir John, but therefore I would be rattled to say so. "Tea, coffee, or orange juice?" said John. Asked Guy. I thought he felt stupid calling his guest Sir John. Oh, just call me Sir," answered Sir John in a friendly tone of voice. Guy didn't know what to think of this. He took a guess that Sir would drink coffee and looked around in the waiter. After they ordered drinks, Patrick was flooring. "Did you notice what a dirty shirt The guy looked at waiter, the naughty, but would care about such a thing. Then
等会儿，你念的哪儿？你念串行了。
But Sir just started at Patrick's amazing that he would care about such a thing. Then to his horror, Patrick realized that Sir's shirt wasn't very clean. Patrick screamed he hadn't meant to embarrass his guests. There was a moment uncomfortable silence. The guys started talking about the weather. After a while, they had all relaxed again. How long are you staying in Brisbane? Asked Patrick. Maybe a week, answered Sir John. After more coffee and more talk, said Bear Brother invites Sir John their home and did for dinner.
不错，大点声。
While Guy was cooking, Sir sat on the kitchen table. Patrick couldn't believe it. He desperately want to stay. Get off our table. Nobody sits where people eat. But he
slipped.
Or
he lipped and kept quiet.
But he lipped and kept quiet. It wasn't polite to tell a guest how to behave. But Sir had noticed Patrick's angry face. Sir felt uncomfortable and mumbled, maybe I should be getting alone now. Patrick felt guilty for upsetting someone they had invited. No, make yourself at home, he said with a red-faced smile. He sat playing. Sir started playing his guitar at first. He sang softly, then got louder and louder. The Bear Brothers just started. Sir John really enjoyed Guy's soup.
Yeah.
He gobbled it down, making quite a lot of noise. Then he lifted his bowl and drank what was left. Delicious, he said, holding up the bowl for some more. Guy and Patrick hadn't even started there yet. Something about Sir was charming, but the other moment the Bear Brothers felt disgust. That evening things went more smoothly. They all liked playing cards. They played 13 games. Then, because it was late, they asked Sir to stay the night. But when Guy and Patrick were trying to get to sleep, Sir had the radio on, and he was humming alone.
Okay.
The next morning, the Bear Brothers felt they had enough of Sir, but he was still asleep. It would be impolite to wake him. he didn't stir till lunchtime. Guy was making some eggs and toast. Smells good.
Remarked.
Sir, as he walked into the kitchen without his shirt on. This was too much of Patrick. His shirt. This was too much for Patrick. How dare you behave like this? You blurt out nobody comes to lunch with a bare chest. Sir looked shocked. He was hurt that his new friends didn't seem to like him anymore. But where I live, Bear often walked around with no shirt, he explained softly. At first, Bear brothers couldn't believe their ears. Then they realized that their way of doing things wasn't the only way. They had always thought everybody lived like them. Now all three had learned something new. Patrick felt bad. He had upset his guest. He sat on the floor and shook his head. I'm sorry, I don't know what...
Knocked his head. Shook his head.
I'm sorry, I didn't know what came over me. He groaned. Sir, who was actually a kind bear, helped Patrick up. He offered him some of Guy's coffee. Guy didn't mind. He was getting used to Sir now. In fact, I was excited to be discovering new ways of doing things. After these become good friends, Sir invited the Bear brothers to his place. And suddenly, after this, the three become good friends. Sir invited the Bear brothers to his place in Sydney. That winter, they went to Sydney for 3 days. Sir John and the place gods lived on the 3rd floor of a block of flat. The place gods were all blonde. Nothing surprised Guys and Patrick. The place gods were all blonde bears who played guitars, but by now, nothing surprised Guy and Patrick. They just relaxed and enjoyed their stay. The end.